We are highlighting now a couple of amazing teenagers here in our state. They have started up their own theater company. It's called the Tay and Tay Theater Company. And their show, Gutenberg, the musical, going to premiere this coming weekend. The company's co-founders, actors Tyler Gay, Devontae Campbell, joining me now. Gentlemen, great seeing you. I guess the obvious question is, you guys are teenagers. This is a very ambitious project. How did it all come together?
Well, I saw this musical on its closing night in Broadway, and the writers of the show came on and they told the story of the show, and the show itself was hilarious. And the second I knew the background of the story and how it was made and how it's based off of friendship, I immediately thought of Tyler.
I love that.
We got together and I called him while we were playing video games, and I said, I think we should do this show. And he was like, yeah, I think you're right. And that's how we got started.
Yeah, but why come up with your own theater company? How does that come together?
Well, when we realized we wanted to do the show, we realized it wasn't as easy as we thought, right? We had to make a business in order to get the rights for the show.
Right.
So I asked my dad, who's a financial advisor, and he helped us get in contact with some people to do some legal stuff. And then after that, we had an LLC, and we were able to request the rights.
Yeah, and this is out of East Haven, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Where will the show be held, and when is it going to be on stage?
It will be this Friday through Saturday and Sunday as well, at 7 o'clock on Friday, 2 and 7 on Saturday, and 2 o'clock on Sunday at the Cabaret on Main Theater in East Haven, Connecticut.
Okay, very good. Now, you guys have an acting background, I would imagine, yourselves. What do you see in your future moving forward?
Well, I guess in the future, I would like to go to some cool college for acting or theater, something like that, and then just keep on acting professionally, hopefully. That's a dream.
Yeah, that's same for me. Big dreams.
Do you also want to stay behind the scenes? It seems like you're also kind of budding entrepreneurs also. Do you want to get that in the mix?
I think in terms of us putting on our own shows, being behind the scenes is definitely an option for us because it was so fun putting on the show, but also being on the stage is also an option for us as well.
Yeah.
And how big is the cast here? Is it just the two of you, or do you have a big cast?
It's just us two.
Wow, wow. And how is it to work all that out with school and everything else? It's got to be a major endeavor with your time.
Well, we're going back after this.
Yeah. To practice it.
It's a lot. Going back from school, and we're in shows at our schools as well. So we're staying for rehearsal after school for rehearsals for our school plays, and then we're meeting up together and doing this until later at night, and then we're doing it all over again.
That's outstanding. Tell me a little bit more about this play.
Yeah, so Gutenberg the musical follows the story of Doug and Bud, and Doug and Bud have written a musical about Johann Gutenberg, who's the inventor of the printing press.
Right.
And what they're trying to do is do a reading of that musical for a bunch of Broadway producers to get it produced on Broadway. And why this show is so special, because they're putting on this reading of the musical, just them two, they have to play every character. And the way they differentiate between that is by wearing hats with the characters' names.
Now, at the theater, is it going to be like other theaters? Are there going to be concessions sold and the whole nine?
There will be concessions, and we also have some merch. We have the socks that are being shown right now.
Right.
And we also have some hoodies and t-shirts as well. And there are concessions, and at the theater is Cabaret on Main. It's the only immersive theater in Connecticut and in East Haven, Connecticut. And that means when you're in the show, when the scene changes, it's going to change all around the theater.
Yeah, it's immersive.
So as you're sitting here, you're going to be in the scene with us as well.
That's
so
amazing.
Really cool.
That is just awesome what you guys have done. Best of luck in the future, and I'm sure we're going to see you doing big things from here on out.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us.